perfect quiet luxury fall wardrobe doesn't exist. Until now. I have assembled what is quite possibly the most brilliant quiet luxury fall wardrobe ever seen on YouTube. 10 foundational items, a few added accessories, 10 different outfits, and the kicker is that you would pay less for this entire wardrobe than you would for one Ralph Lauren Purple Label sweater. Dude, are you f***ing kidding me? No? I'm not. This video is sponsored by Quince. Quick context on quiet luxury if you need it, which you probably don't because it's kind of been a thing for a while, but just in case, this is how I'd break it down. Quiet luxury is all about understated over obvious, minimal or no branding, premium materials, muted colors, clean lines, subtle details, looking like money without announcing it. On that last point, the misconception is that quiet luxury is expensive. Well, you know what? It doesn't have to cost thousands, and let me show you what I mean. First, let's go back to that Purple Label sweater. $1,695. I think it would be quite the understatement to say that that sweater is not for everyone. Now, I love nice things and I really truly believe that you get what you pay for, but that price for a sweater is not something I would consider, especially because I could get the entire wardrobe I'm about to show you, 10 pieces total, for less than that one garment. And I will even show you at the end of the video how you can save an additional almost $750 with just 3 simple substitutions. And with that, let's take a look at the 10 pieces that make up the perfect quiet luxury fall wardrobe. Up first is an Australian merino wool half zip sweater in a malted toffee color. This, along with the majority of the items in this wardrobe, are from today's video sponsor, Quince, a brand that believes in quality, affordability, sustainability, transparency. I'll give you a little more info on those values as we go through the items, and that everyone should have access to nice things like this sweater. The sweater is extremely soft, it's got a great texture to it, and the color is, how do you say? Chef's kiss. Next is one of my absolute favorite pieces, a cashmere polo sweater in the morel gray color. Super classic design. You've got a 3-button collar, rib details at the hem and cuffs, and at $99.90, just go ahead and try to justify that almost $1,700 polo sweater we were talking about before. And that is a great example of the Quince value of affordability and believing that everyone should have access to nice things. Quince is able to keep prices low by using a factory direct model that cuts out the supply chain middlemen, thereby reducing costs. Third item is a Mongolian cashmere button-up sweater in charcoal. Pretty cool hybrid piece, part sweater, part shirt, not a cardigan. Next, another Mongolian cashmere piece, a 1/4 button sweater in heather charcoal. Super soft, great waffle texture, easy to wear by itself or layered up. Now, fans of the channel will know that this is the second video I've done in partnership with Quince, and some of you wanted me to report back to you how the stuff was holding up. I can tell you that it has held up extremely well, and that is because Quince chooses premium materials that will stand the test of time. These products feel nicer, they last longer, which underscores their belief that quality should not be a luxury. All right, so I know I said the cashmere polo sweater was one of my absolute favorites, but that is also rivaled by this cashmere baseball cap in heather gray. If you've never worn a cashmere baseball hat, I highly recommend it, especially now that it is getting colder outside. Super soft and very warm with the Sherpa lining inside, easily adjusted with the genuine leather tab and backstrap. Here we have a featherless quilted vest, great outerwear piece for fall layering. You've got that classic diamond quilting, stand-up collar with corduroy details, snap closure placket which conceals the 2-way zipper, 2 hand pockets, 1 interior, and adjustable mid-waist snaps. The fact that this vest is featherless plays into the fact that sustainability is built into everything Quince does. Whenever possible, Quince chooses organic materials, environmentally conscientious packaging, and ethical business practices. Item number 7 is a classic crew neck sweater in an alabaster color. It's 100% organic cotton, rib details on the neckline, cuffs, and hem. It is a workhorse fall garment. Next, items 8 and 9, 2 pairs of trousers. First, a cotton pair in a stone color, belt loops, and a 2-inch cuff. These are going to be a little bit sportier. Then a little bit dressier, a little more elegant and luxe. This is a pair of black flannel trousers, side adjusters to keep it a little cleaner, same 2-inch cuff. And then finally, a pair of white leather sneakers. Super simple, very classic, very versatile. I am hoping that they will work with all 10 outfits. That's a complete lie, I know they will, but I'll leave that up to you to judge. One last thing to mention about Quince is that they offer free shipping on all orders and 365-day returns. Yes, you heard that right, 365-day returns, that is a year. And every single item featured in this video from Quince, as well as some substitutions, are linked down below in the description. And I have to say that if there is something you like, do not hesitate to order it because things go out of stock quickly. I even had to change one of the items in this video video because of that. Oh, and don't think I forgot, Purple Label sweater, $1,695. All 10 of these items, add them up, and you come to $1,582.40. But don't forget, at the end of the video, I will reveal how you can reduce that total by $745.10. Stay tuned. So every time I do one of these seasonal wardrobe videos, you know, highlighting a finite number of wardrobe pieces, the accountability police inevitably show up in the comments and say, well, what about the accessories? You didn't factor those in, did you? No, I did not. Because those are the add-on things, not the core of what we're talking about. But just to keep the po-po out of my business in this video, these are the 5 little extra things you will see. Notice I said see, so I'm not including underwear, people that always ask every single time as we go through the outfits. We have a pair of sunglasses, simple black frames, gray fade lenses, a black cotton t-shirt, enough said, a simple no-nonsense black leather belt. Actually, let me show you a very cool belt storage hack. So a lot of people will hang them like this or roll them up like this. Hanging is annoying, takes up space. This doesn't stay rolled up. So what you do is you take the end and thread it through, then you're gonna roll it up and nest it inside. So you've got this neat little roll that stays wound up and can even make for a nice little display. A pair of gray socks, and an Italian leather slim card case from Quince in the color cappuccino. Those are the items. Here are the outfits. Look number 1 is the epitome of casual, quiet, luxury fall style. Actually, every look is gonna be the epitome of casual, quiet, luxury fall style, but you know, I had to say it at least once. Minimal muted color palette of black, cream, and white. The quilted vest provides that all-important bit of texture, giving the look some depth and visual interest. And going without the baseball cap here because I know for some of you it's not your favorite, but guess what? It's coming. Like I said, here it is in look number 2. Same black trousers here, but I've gone with the Australian merino wool half zip sans quilted vest this time because as you can see, we've got loads of texture baked into the sweater itself. All in all, a little more casual and sporty, but the mix of luxe materials, cashmere, merino wool, and flannel elevates it to a different level. For look number 3, I'm sticking with the merino wool sweater, but throwing on the quilted vest and swapping the black flannel trousers for the stone cotton pair. Now, if we take a look at this outfit and the previous one side by side, this is a great illustration of how making just 2 simple substitutions can completely change the whole look and feel of an outfit. Moving on to look number 4, another very simple and easy expression of that casual, quiet luxury aesthetic built with just 4 pieces: sweater, pants, sunglasses, sneakers. Despite being very simple, it is a very solid look, so next time you have that dilemma when you're getting dressed and overthinking things, just take a step back, hit the reset button, and keep it simple. Going from look 4 to 5, I'm following the same exact formula that I used going from look 2 to 3. Adding the vest, swapping black flannel for stone cotton pants, and this time adding the hat to top it off. Ha! Get it. But unlike look 2 into 3, if we do the side-by-side of 4 and 5 here, you can see that there is a massive difference between how these 2 outfits look and feel. Look number 6 is a step back into simplicity, both in color and execution. For the foundation, black t-shirt, black flannel trousers, which allow the cashmere button-down sweater to be the standout piece. And seriously, before you jump down my throat about calling it a button-down sweater, I know what a button-down is. I know that this is not that, but it is the name of the garment. See? So this is a good example of how you build an outfit in terms of color. We have a dark foundation, layered on top is a piece that's a little lighter, and then on the top and bottom we have the lightest colors. This is what makes an outfit look balanced and complete. Look number 7, finally, one of my favorite pieces, the Mongolian cashmere polo sweater in Morel Gray. Now, if you think about the advice I gave you in the last look, you may be thinking, that's not what you did here. You're not wrong, but this also works because of the more extreme contrast between the black and the lighter gray. It has the effect of drawing your eye in and up to your face, which is also something any good outfit should do. But go ahead and whine in the comments if you want. Look number 8 is look number 6, without the hat and swapping our black trousers for the stone cotton pair. Again, a little more casual, a little sportier. What else is there to say? Actually, nothing. Let's move on. Look number 9 is also look number 6, except this time I'm swapping the cashmere button-down sweater, I know it's not a button-down, for the Mongolian cashmere waffle quarter-button sweater. Now I know I said the cashmere polo sweater was one of my favorites, I think I said the hat too, but as I have been working these pieces into my broader wardrobe, this sweater is starting to maybe edge them out just a bit. It's very versatile, I wear it with jeans casually, and it does elevate the look like we've got here. And for my final trick, look number 10, returning to that same formula I've used a couple times already, adding the vest and swapping the black trousers for the stone cotton pair. At this juncture in the video, I think I've proven my point and you get it. That point again was small changes make a big impact. So let's move on to something that I know you are dying to know. Well, maybe you're not dying to know it, but I've mentioned it a couple times throughout the video, so here's the payoff. The thing I am talking about is that I told you how I would reveal how you can take this entire wardrobe, which you'll remember at $1,582.40, costs less than our favorite $1,695 sweater, and save an additional $745.10. Well, here is how you do it in 3 simple steps. First, you take the black flannel trousers, which come in at $345, and swap them for the Quince stretch knit pin tuck trousers, which cost $60 for a savings of $285. Second, you take the stone cotton trousers, also $345, and swap them for the Quince Comfort Stretch Traveler 5-pocket pants at $49.90, saving $295.10. And third, swap this pair of leather sneakers at $265 for the Quince Italian leather everyday sneaker at $100, saving $165. Add the savings up, and you take the original $1,582.40 total and reduce that to $837.20. Reminder that links to everything down in the description. Thank you once again to Quince for sponsoring this video. Thank you for watching, and stay tailored. Look, see? I didn't just make it up.